everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we feature two quarterbacks who used to see a lot of each other. It's Alex Smith going up against Carson Palmer. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Smith airing one out from and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The center receiver in motion to the right. On second down, Jamal Charles. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Well, Charles did return to action in Week 4, just 1 carry for 6 yards, but just good to see him back out there after that ACL injury.
And I like what Kansas City did about bringing him back from his knee injury of last year. They gave him a limited amount of playing time against Pittsburgh. They've got an open week coming up, and then he plays again. That's 2 more weeks of healing. I think we'll see the old Jamal Charles emerge as the season finishes up.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Smith. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the... And that is caught by Maclin for the Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Well, with this Chiefs D, we saw a little bit of the yin and the yang that can happen in the NFL. You know, week 3, 8 turnovers against the Jets, and then that week 4 game against Pittsburgh, no turnovers. They gave up 43 points.
There's a correlation there, isn't there? All right, because they exist and feed off of taking the ball away from the other team. And just as you mentioned, taking away 8 times against the Jets, almost like they ran through their quota in that game, and it came a cropper against Pittsburgh.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, here's Palmer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The first down carry here for Charles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Smith. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
To throw is Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Out of the gun, Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alex Smith with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Arizona first. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, across the league news, it's not really news. Everyone has heard about it. Tom Brady will finally return this week. And I thought the Patriots might be 4-0, but they got skunked in week 4.
And it's almost perfect timing, isn't it? Because that loss that Buffalo put on them really crystallized the big guys coming back. Here comes Tom Brady to the rescue, takes over the offense again, and now New England's confidence soars. They've got their leader back.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again, surveying the field. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And John Brown, the former Pittsburgh State Gorilla, that's where he played in college. Week 4, targeted a career-high 16 times, 10 catches, 144 yards.
Your knowledge never ceases to amaze me. Pittsburgh State and Kansas, right? The Gorillas, I love that. And John Brown, 1,000-yard receiver in 2015. And he provides a lot of flash and a lot of speed. And, boy, what a game he had against the Rams. Expect him to continue to be targeted in a big way as the season moves on. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the counter, it's Charles. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the 50, it's Smith. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 50 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Let's go. 1-18.
They go to Johnson again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go. Get ready. 258.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Watch right there. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Get ready. 1-18.
On second down, here's Palmer. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. There go back 20. Tighten up. Pull together.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Throwing is Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, one thing that really seemed to trend upward in week 4 of the NFL season, rushing the ball. We had a lot of 100-yard rushers last week.
We're going old school, man. Let's take it back to the day, right? And you always have names that you know in the league that produce, like Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott. They went over 100 yards. Then you got guys that emerge, Terrence West, Isaiah Crowell. Big-time players making plays.
Bell, the most of all of those, 144 on the ground for him. 2nd and 10, Smith again. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Well, while we got a quick second here, do you mind a call from Walt Patulski right now, partner?
You going to that story about Rex Ryan?
Yeah, how about that? Rex Ryan posing as Walt Patulski as a writer from Buffalo on the conference call with New England, and Julian Edelman posing as a writer trying to get some information about whether Edelman was going to play wide receiver or quarterback in their game.
And that story maybe gained even more luster after their win in that contest. It's Floyd on the right. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, regular.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Palmer to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence person, Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Smith. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. The final shot here before break. Smith. That's caught inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Play clock winding down. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jamal Charles, 27 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here comes Nelson. And he's up across the 25 and yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Palmer will throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go. Blue 50, Sally 19. Sally, mirror. Sally 19. Sally 19. Mirror. Lucky.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And he's got Gresham. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 95.
On 1st down, it's Palmer. He's got Floyd out left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Palmer to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch left. Let's go. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Time running out here on the play clock. They begin the drive with Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Charles. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They snap it to Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And quickly, they get to the line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Smith. And able to find Conley. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go. Sally 19.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Palmer gives to Johnson. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. It's Palmer on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And the play clock's running down. Smith. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll come out in the pistol.
Under.
Smith on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Smash mouth football right here on first down. Give it to your fullback, let him bull his way in. But the defense said, and they stone him in the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 1. On the ground, this is Ware. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Ball on the 3, third down and goal. They're going to run with Charles. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Charles. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. So out now come the Cardinals. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Johnson, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, we got 3 down. Let's go. Let's go.
They run. It's Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Smith going to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget,
looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Always got some breathing room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the D-line's going to spread out. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. One last shot for Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Check 31, check 31. Trip. Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.